Sit back in your chair, get your cup of coffee. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to get you up to date on everything. So, hello, everybody. Howdy, friends and neighbors. They went my notification to tell me I'm online. Hello there, Monica, T. Sleeper, uh, Tower Time. We give everybody about 1 minute to get in here. I've been hearing about all about this guy making videos. Hey, David, Larissa, Missy, Judy, Clee, Cindy. Myrtle. Oh, y'all tell Grandma tomorrow. Tell her. Yeah, I forgot about that, Stephen Big Papa Pump. Uh, y'all tell her to make uh, Bear Paws a moderator. Bear Paws is not really a Hodges lover. You know what I mean? So she'll be perfect. And you know, the man making videos, he's advertising this channel on Grandma's channel. And there wasn't nobody in there to stop him. Y'all seen it. I was watching. It's over and over and over and over and over. I'm gonna tell you something, he ain't fit to quit. He thinks he's gonna make money. He ain't fit to quit, y'all. And he don't care about her, me, or Steven, or nobody else. This is a money thing for him. He was born poor, and he's gonna continue to stay poor. He ain't got the YouTube skills to make it on YouTube. See, let me tell y'all something. Hey there, family. Let me tell y'all something. You want a moderator that knows what to do. If you're not scared you're gonna get in trouble for blocking somebody, you don't need to be a moderator. You gotta have some backbone and a little bit of common sense. You ain't a moderator just to stand there and have your name in blue where everybody can see you good. You gotta be paying attention. Yeah, I know a bunch of people has there, Linda. But they ain't fitting to stop and talk somebody today. And he ain't fitting to stop. He's gone. Oh, he thinks he's gone. He thinks he, I mean, I'm telling you, he said on Grandma's he's hit the jackpot. He said that on her chat. I seen it. There was two names. There was actually two names he was going under. him and his wife, or maybe his boyfriend or something other, you know. Maybe him and his boyfriend. I don't know, but they was two names, you know. And I seen it. Y'all seen it. Everybody seen it but her. Me, myself, I don't care that much. I'm telling you, you get immune to this stuff and comments and stuff. And in the beginning now, I would get fired up, but I've got used to it, and it just don't matter that much to me. Any of you think we should ignore him totally? Yeah, he does, Hazel. Yeah, you need to ignore him, but people won't do it, you know. He won't quit. Grandma's the one got to quit. Son, he ain't fit to quit. Ain't no telling how many years he's been trying to make it on YouTube. Like his videos got 9 views. He's nothing, y'all. He's actually nothing in real life. He's nothing in real life. Hey, Lynn. See, that bear paws is always in there. And bear paws probably watches me too. But she's not so sure about me. You know what I'm talking about? Hey there, Whiter. Y'all, I closed the book on the boat. That's all guns fixed. It's done. I'm done with it. It's fixed. And I understand what was wrong with it too. But it's done and fixed. And you know what? Let's see. Yeah, she does. I can't never remember that woman's name. That somebody, I'm not calling their name, is going there and watched a woman against her. Linda Sully. He used to go watch. She used to go watch the woman that was heckling Glenda Sully. I ain't got no love for Glenda Sully. I think she's a con myself. But like if you don't mind that, what goes around comes around. If you don't mind out, this this person can't say nothing about me, y'all. I mean, he can, but hell, I've already said everything. And if you want to hear us saying what we already done said, you can go to listen. Said he ain't gonna get no more. He ain't gonna get nothing out of me. Here they will. He ain't gonna get nothing out of me, y'all. I'm taking the high road. I, someone I just happened to see it a while ago on Tammy's channel. She said, your mother is 90 years old and you shouldn't be talking about her on Facebook. And that's the kind of people you have to deal with. She's not, don't even know how old she is. Not just that misinformed. You single again? Uh-uh. All the girls gonna be shaving the mustache. And that's the good looking William Hall there, y'all. We still down at the river. I went home and I went home for 3 hours and rebuilt all three of them carburetors and was back. Put the boat in the river. That guy's making them videos, he's poor. He's on food stamps. He's trying to make some money, y'all. This is a money thing for him. And this is YouTube's fault, which I don't think YouTube cares. That stuff makes people watch. And they know it, see. Him? Man, YouTube knows it. As long as you don't get too bad. Uh, we got people, and they got Steven in there too. They people making videos about us. People making videos about Kathy and Slim. And people making videos about Anna. Yeah, they making money on both ends. That's right, Dave. You still could put him in a lawsuit if you wanted to. But it'll play out though. But you needn't to waste your breath telling him. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it would get out, Cindy. I knew it would get out. I knew it would. Hey, y'all, here's like how Stephen is. If you, if if somebody tells you something about Stephen and you tell him that, he won't even explain it. He won't even try to tell you nothing. Hey, John, Tina, hello to everybody. Hey, Lorna, Joyce, hello to everybody. We'll catch you. We having a pretty good time, y'all. It rained 2 times a day. And I'll tell y'all, I don't think I'm the one you have to worry about keeping on from the way it looks like to me. Need a moderator. She needs a moderator that will keep things cool. Quit baiting her up. It's amazing how she sees all the bad stuff. Hey, Beckleby, you know, people that know me. And people that don't. It just reminds me. I mean, I told y'all, like, I'm not going to get in here and fight for every inch. I done said all I care to say. I don't bass fish, fam. I bought a bass fishing rod one time. They do have such a thing as a bass fishing rod. And I didn't really like it. I give it to Steven, and that's all he fishes with now. But like he bass fishes, and he's good at it. And you know what, y'all? That fussing, it gets old. You know. So I was telling somebody today. if I'm sort of telling you what's right and what's wrong, and I'm explaining it to you in detail, people have a tendency to say, and I think it's natural for people to think, to like go against the grain. You know, the more I watch Stephen, the more I kind of believe, let them think what they want to think. And that's how Stephen is. He won't stand there and try to explain his way out of something. I seen somebody say something about William one time. He just turned around and walked off. He didn't try to explain his way out of it. The digger, the deeper you dig the hole, the dirt starts falling in on you. Kind of seems like. And I think people just naturally do that. I'm a selfish. I don't believe everything I hear. But like, I'm smart enough to figure it out, though. Well, I'm telling y'all about three different things. The guy ain't gonna quit. He's not worried about mama. He's not worried about me. He's not worried about Stephen. He's worried about making money. And when you go over there watching, he's counting on that. I knew he was gonna show up on Grandma's channel. I knew he was. He even put a link in there to his channel. That's why you have to have moderators. You know how many times I told her? I hear you there, Will. No, hey man, he's sitting here watching right now, waiting for something he can uh get. Somebody told me he was going back to old videos. I was out there in the river just riding along today. Two different people called me. One of them told me he's like going back to old videos. And you can't keep saying the same thing. He needs new stuff. I tried to tell her, go back to doing what you do. There's been enough damage done. And it's not hurting me none, y'all. I'm gaining subscribers like hell, son. Jamie is too. You know, I mean, I ain't even only making no videos and gaining subscribers. It's time to let it go and let everybody just think whatever they want to think. Because that's what they're going to do anyway. Especially people that ain't got good sense. She's 90 years old. Woman said, Grandma's 90 years old. I said, Tammy, oh, don't let people get on your channel and say stuff that's not true. I believe in freedom of speech and stuff myself. But when you got somebody that ain't got good sense, you don't just turn them loose. And they a bunch of them, you know. They're a bunch of them. And y'all, I mean, it's a pretty big blow. And I'm telling you, I couldn't hardly believe it. The one thing I didn't expect, the one thing I didn't expect, they had a supper down here tonight, y'all. They have supper once a month. And y'all seen all the people that come got a plate. And they was standing around out there at the boat ramp. And I was waiting for them to leave. Cause I didn't want to go around them and be talking to them and all that. And when it was time to go in and fix your plate, they all went in. Then I went and put my boat in. And that summer gun is right, boy. It's as right as the day I bought it in 1989. Look like people couldn't get that meal, boy. Hey, hey, that's kind of the kicker, what I was going to tell you. There's a bunch of cars and stuff out there. They was waiting. I got in a boat and went up the river and come back in a few minutes. You know, probably about 45 minutes. And they was all gone. You know, it ain't. It's like getting together on Christmas and everything, Thanksgiving, and I think all that kind of stuff has changed. It's supposed to be like to socialize. And hey, thank you, Katie, Mom. Just got here. I'm late. My special blessings babies got baptized tonight. Danny, I love you and your whole family. You're a wonderful man, and God's got you and your family. The darkness always comes to light. Hey, that's right. Yeah, I promise you, God ain't mad with me. Thank you, Cajun Mom. That's mighty sweet of you. And I love you too. Even a red hen knows how things are when the food gets ready. Yeah. Uh, and that's like good about you getting baptized and see the babies got baptized. So she didn't want to say what babies, she just said the babies. But like people, I heard my daddy talking about that, you know. That I know that a bunch of them used to get together, you know, the brothers and the brother-in-laws and everything. They used to get together, go to Lake Sinclair fishing, and they'd go hunting. And I mean, I don't know what all they done, but I know that they used to hang around together. And now we've had some get-togethers at the house and cooked and stuff, and I'm talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything. You know, everybody's looking at their phone. I mean, every word, Danny, is the truth. Every bit. God knows. That's right. Hey, thank you, Cajun Mom. Never lie down. He is a smart player that believes. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I ain't mad. Now, I was mad. It feels good to be loved. Hey, y'all, I was mad now. Still don't understand it. Won't never understand it. Rest of my life, won't never understand it. And it's even worse than that. That's the part that never crossed my mind. I just ain't exactly telling you what it is, but the part I can't hardly get over never crossed my mind. You if you kind of watch how Stephen does, he won't sit there and explain himself to you. If you got some kind of bipolar, roundabout, crazy thought, he's not going to sit there and explain it. He'll just walk off. Hey, I don't know about that. I didn't know who that woman was. But like, he's just all for money. He thinks he's going to make some money. You can make some money on YouTube, but like, you got to keep getting views. And you got to get a pretty good bit. And then that ain't that much money, but like, super chats help a lot, boy. In a month's time. Can't talk to crazy. Hey there, Kathy. Yeah, I didn't know that woman they put in the video. But I don't want, that Will's Candy Boy. I didn't never watch none of his videos, y'all. I just don't, I really just don't care that much about that kind of thing. I've heard a bunch to go watch that woman that talks about Glenda's Sully and Hey, Slim. And I don't care about it. And then people that make videos about Anna and Slim and Cassie, I don't go watch that stuff. I mean, I just ain't interested. Now, I'll get on here and talk about it. But as far as like going and watching, I just don't care nothing about it. Hell, all they doing is saying they cherry picking little parts, and it might not even match, to what's really going on. They might take a little part like where you talking about your dog and can make it into something else. That's tough to die down, Slim. People, if people can pull your string, they will. He used Granny Pat because she is highly watched on social media, TV, and radio. I ain't never heard of her. Yeah, I ain't gonna get off, y'all. I just like hey boy, I was hurt there, you know. I'm telling you, I was hurt. And then every day's, you know, a little better than the day before. I still can't hardly believe it. And here's the shit right here, y'all, that puts the icing on the cake. When I say stuff like, I ain't never lied to y'all, and I hadn't never lied to y'all. I ain't the lying kind. That's what gets the ball rolling right there. They got somebody trying to crush me, and it all needs to be let go. You know what I mean? If you are a witness in court, and listen to me now, the lawyers will try to break your credibility. If you're a alcoholic, that'll come up. Hey, boy, I've let it go. And that William was telling me one time about being in court. They was trying to make somebody out to being a liar. And the man was saying something like, the lawyer was saying something like, so would you believe her if she told you she was lying? He said, no. You know what I mean? They try to make you out a lie. Danny, the difference between you and your mom, she's I watched her almost 2 years now. She is a totally different person. A lot of times when you get on here talking, y'all, he's saying what's on your mind. It ain't it ain't never far from the surface of your brain what's on your mind. And we telling people all kind of stuff that don't even know who the hell we are. You know? And they're like, man, they don't care. It's entertainment. It's entertainment, y'all. Except for this guy that's making videos. If he start doing too good, I throw a lawsuit on him and put him in court. Make him spend some money. I want him to have to pay for a lawyer. Yeah, I love my mama. But you, hey, boy, you'd be surprised at the people like this that just got all the facts wrong. They don't even know what's going on. Uh, this is ready in the road. Yeah. I used to say I used to tell y'all, if you went by driving your car and you seen two people out there fighting, and one of them was getting the best of the other one, you kind of automatically want to take up for the one that's getting the bad end of the deal. But like you just riding by in the car, you don't even know what that person done. See, that's the way we are as human beings. They might have done something that they deserve what they was getting. I about learned that the hard way one time. Sticking my nose in somebody's business that was fighting. That guy said, you don't even know what he done. And you know what? I ain't never forgot that. And he was right. Yeah, y'all, Steven unblocked everybody on this. He unblocked everybody. Hey, thank you, Gina. Yeah, y'all, Jenny wants y'all to know. I don't want to hear nobody bring the Hodges down. That's what Jenny said, y'all. It might have been like, all the trouble I was having with the boat motor. That boat motor took my mind off everything. Hello there, Miss Helen. We still in the camper, y'all, and Tammy's done went to bed. But we got plenty to eat. We've been watching TV and movies and Andy Griffith and man, all kind of stuff. Yeah, thank you, Miss Hazel. And y'all, I ain't going nowhere. Uh, I just kind of slacked down, like hoping that stuff would die down some. That stuff matters to me. It does matter to me. Hey, thank you, Wanda. I guarantee you I'll do the right thing about everything, though. I guarantee you I'll do the right thing. I was at this man's house, and it wasn't our fault, but we got to blame. This limb fell through this man's roof, and when it fell through the roof, it broke. And we went trying to pull that limb back up out the roof, and it went ahead and broke off, knocked the window out of a car. And that, me and William was talking about it the other day. That back window for that car was $1,200. That's probably 30 years ago too. And I told the man, I said, hell, I'll pay for it. Cause he about flipped out. He really was about half crazy. He about flipped out about it. I said, hell, I'll pay for the window. And I did. And I paid for the window, and the man filed it on his insurance too. So he got $1,200 cash plus got a brand new window. I wouldn't do that to nobody. I wouldn't do nobody like that. He called me back later, want me to do more work for him, and I wouldn't. He ain't the only one either that called back, want me to do more work for them. Because I will do what I say I'll do, y'all. If I'm working on your house and I tell you I'll fix all the boards, I'll fix all the boards. I mean, what I mean. Whatever needs doing, I'll do. You ain't. There's a woman writing down everything I'm saying and everything. I said, lady, you ain't got to write down everything I'm saying. I'm gonna do a whole lot more than what I'm saying. I had one man that it was a business, and I replaced a few boards, on his roof. You have to stop what you're doing, go get boards. You have to go to the hardware store and get boards, and come back and fix it. And I mean, I'm making myself a lot of money as long as I'm sitting here nailing shingles. But when I stop and go to the hardware store, I'm losing money. So I charge him $150 for doing the woodwork. You know what he told me? He said, you said you was going to do fix all the bad wood. You was going to have that in the price of the roof. And I asked the man, I said, that ain't right. I said, what if your whole boards need replacing on every bit of your roof? And he didn't pay me. He didn't pay me for the woodwork. His wife come out here and told me, uh, to come back in a little bit and she'd give me the money. She knew he was trying to beat me. She knew it. I went back over there. The woman walked out the back door and paid me the $150. I probably would have made more than $150 if I'd have kept nailing. When roofers stop and do woodwork, y'all, they ain't, they ain't making that much money. By the time they go to the store and buy boards and come back, get the saw and drop cord out, mess with that mess. That's the reason roofers don't like to do woodwork. Because they lose the money when they do it. That man said, I said I'd fix all the boards that was bad. Like, on the roof, I don't even know how many bad boards it's got. He said, I said I would fix them all. So you can tell that's a lie, can't you, yo? What if every board on his roof needed fixing? It might even bankrupt me. Yeah. Hey, they got all kind of roofing products. Y'all, me and Tammy, like, we, uh, we having a good time. She's having a ramble a pretty good bit. Going to the doctor. I told her to go get her some hamburger meat. When she went to the doctor, I told her, I said, pick us up hamburger meat. You know, you can always get in there and fry a hamburger, yo. You wouldn't be able to know until you stripped the shingles off. That's right, Linda. So, I mean, you know the man was lying, you know. You know, you know, you know I ain't dumb enough to say I'll fix all your boards. You know I ain't that dumb. I'll show y'all something here. Y'all ready? Some of you may know about it. Some of you may not know about it. Stephen's been uh putting that little old goat uh on there. I'm gonna show it to y'all. So he's got the live cam up on the goats. He's been doing that. I go over there and watch them sometimes. They want to go in the house. Look at them at the door. And see, that other one is a bottle fed. Hey, I can't remember what his name is, Poppy or something like that. He's bottle fed too. Well, like, I mean, you know, like if there ain't nothing going on, you can go over there and there's always a few people over there, you know. You want to go over there and watch and chat and stuff. There's always a few people over there. So you got maybe 19 people over there right now. So storms will pass, y'all. This guy that's making the videos, he's gonna try to get just as much out of it as he can. They don't know it ain't gonna work. You know the woman that makes videos about Glenda Sully. She don't have her channel monetized. You know, uh on Tammy's video, I guess it was yesterday, y'all. I was showing y'all about the moon pouring water. It rained 2 times today. I got wet getting out of the river a little bit, the second time. Well, my boat, I didn't even take my boat out there at about 7 o'clock tonight. But it rained one time, and then hey, it looked like everything was all right. And while I was out there, it started raining again. It was sunshine and hot and everything, and it started raining again. I was sitting out there in the river talking on the telephone. Pulled up at the boat landing, it done started raining. Then my mom told me about the moon pouring water. Really? I saw that moon, Danny. I have never heard that before. Uh, it 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 sure was. It rained 2 different times today. Well, we've been and the rivers fell out, y'all. And y'all remember, a while back I hit something with my boat. And I went up through there today going 1 mile an hour, idling up the river in that section. I still ain't seen what I hit yet. I mean, I ain't seen no log. But the river's still up a little bit. But here's what I want to tell you. I might have hit sand. I'm telling you, I know where the rocks are, y'all. And sand, I could have hit sand. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out what I hit. I know where I hit it at, and I don't know why it didn't tear the foot off. If it had been a rock, it would have tore the foot off the boat, and if it had been a log, it might have tore the foot off. But like sand probably wouldn't do it. That thing come up. That boat kicked up so hard you wouldn't believe it, boy. But I'm gonna find out what it is because I know where I hit it at. I seen the I seen the limb out there where I stopped for and set for so long. I seen it, and I know it's between that point and another point. And hey, I went up there to there. I didn't see nothing. But I know they was sand out there because the boat got stuck out there. I was out there in that hot sun. That boat was out there stuck. Man, and I would have jumped in the. I would have got in the river, but I knew I wouldn't be able to get back in the boat. Danny said his dad told him that when you look at the moon and it looks like it's pouring water, it's going to rain. I know it's like that a lot. I ain't never forgot him telling me that. Y'all, Ed, I got any questions? Uh, Now, man, me and Tim is probably gonna try to go out there tomorrow in the morning. Cause that bull, I went up there today. The river's done. So when the river comes up so much, you can't even tell where the bull is, where them fish hang around. But I went up there today and you could see it. Maybe y'all could get Superman to come down here and show us how to catch some fish. My mom said before they could forecast weather, farmers had to watch the skies to try to predict rain. Has anybody heard the phrase, there's a bat in the attic? I don't believe I ever heard that. Hey, it's where the paper mill, uh, there's a pipe comes from the paper mill and it comes up in the out there in the river, and fish hang around there. And boy, like you can catch fish. We went up there and Stephen threw the net out, caught 300. It's that water coming pouring out. They pull water from the river and it runs through the machines or whatever it does. And they treat it and it runs back in the river. So paper mills is always on the river, y'all. They have to have water. And the wool mill. See, the wool mill's not far from the river neither. It's on the wool mill is their land is goes to the river. And they have to have that water. I don't know what to do with it, but they have to have it. I know that. I don't know if they keeping something cool or just I don't know what they do with it. Hey, yeah, we've been man, the weather's been kind of something else. Weather's been rough. Yeah, they make paper. Paper mill makes paper. And they also make also all the workers get a divorce. I told Stephen to quit. But Stephen, he quit. He's making more money than anybody out there. Maybe not the plant manager or nothing like that, but like any of the workers, he's like, I mean, he make a lot more than what they make. But he had it for insurance, for his family. That's pretty important, People that work for themselves, they don't understand that one day they gonna get old. And I tell everybody I know, boy, like go ahead and start trying to do something. Because unless you make a big amount of money, you can forget saving and getting rich. Unless you make a humongous amount of money. Then you might can. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. When people make more money, they almost everybody spend more money. Almost everybody. I mean, if nothing else, they put a swimming pool in the yard. Like they need a swimming pool. $40,000 or $50,000. And then it's a lot of money. It's a lot of electricity. Oh, pool don't run on 110 electricity. It runs on 220. And man, that's just, it's all right. It's fine if you're rich. But who's rich? And who wants to spend their last bit of money to make it on making payments and eating sandwiches for dinner? Every once in a while, I like to eat a steak. I don't want to be paying for no swimming pool. No new car. No house. No two-story house. It's got a air conditioner for the bottom floor and an air conditioner on the top floor. And then when one of them goes out, they crying to everybody and nobody don't care. Nobody says, here's you $5 to go on your AC that's gonna cost $10,000 to get it fixed. Nobody gonna give you. You gotta think about it before you do it. You ought to hear all the people crying about having a big old house and their roof's gonna cost $10,000. And you better think about it before you. You might want to think about it before you go build a big old house, 10 rooms and 3 bathrooms. Hey, that's all right for the rich folks, y'all. But who's rich? Hey, y'all, hit the like button. I want to say I appreciate the super chat. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I just like took a little semi break. But I don't stay up all night. Yeah, man, hey, Monica, all that stuff uh, is expensive to do with a pool. Stephen told me they had a pool over there in Dublin. You can go over there swimming and save a bunch of money. I love the Hodges. Thank you there, Miss Tina. And Cajun Moms, give that super chat. I live in Oklahoma. I had such high winds. Hey, that Oklahoma boy, they have a lot of storm trouble in Oklahoma, don't they? I hear about that Oklahoma all the time, boy. Yeah. I mean, hey, boy, I tell you, like what my daddy used to say, boy, it's all right if you can afford it. Me and Tammy, we can't live a whole lot cheaper than what we live, y'all. We drive these old vehicles and stuff, and when one of them goes out, I'll fix it, keep it running as long as you can possibly keep it running. But like when that Tim was driving that Toyota, I started to put a transmission in there, but the transmission costs more than what the car's worth. In other words, if you put a transmission in it for say $1,500, if you found a used transmission, put it in there, the car's still only worth about $800. Danny, Tammy, and everyone have a blessed night. Yes, ma'am. Hey, thank you. You too, there, Cajun Mom. Thank you, ma'am. And thank y'all uh, for coming in. I'll be on here talking, y'all. Get my mind out of that hole. I'll come back and get on here and tell y'all some stuff. Tell y'all what's going on. Keep the field in on everything. Keep everybody straight. Y'all, I ain't making no promise. Seems like every time I try to make a promise, I let y'all down about like we're gonna go live. But man, maybe we can go live tomorrow. Me and Tammy. We missed you, Danny. Don't stay gone so long. Hey, I was just like kind of, I, I mean, I don't know what I was doing. I guess just sitting back waiting. Tell me about it. What you have? Yeah, yeah, them pools, boy. Like I used to roof a bunch of houses. They had them pools and stuff, and I know about it. It's money, money, money. And I mean, it's like getting a boat. Everybody goes a lot at first. Except us. We use our boats now. Oh, y'all, I can't just keep on going here. Uh, my daughter and her husband followed the gentleman. He's a money making, saving guru. They paid off 400,000 in debt in 2 years. The debt is free. Hey, we don't owe no money. We ain't got no payments, y'all. But like, I don't know what we'd do if we did. Because we can't hardly stretch our money, y'all. And yeah, I spent a pretty good bit on that boat motor. Buying stuff and all the stuff I bought it needed. But I mean that stuff adds up. Yeah, I did need a break. I did need a break. Like just thinking things over, and then I hate it all. It didn't have to be like this. But I stood up for my son. If I had the money, I would get a new roof and more insulation. Hey, family, when you do get a roof, get a metal roof and tell them to put insulation under the metal. It make a lot of difference. Danny, I have one question before I get off. Why are groceries still so high? Hey, that groceries might not come down much, okay, your mom, but gas controls everything. Gasoline. And it's being high, you might see stuff come down a little bit, but a lot of times when stuff goes up, the economy has to catch up to it a lot of times. And they went crazy when Biden was in there. And that reminds me of something other. You know, I think the Democrats has like got the wool pulled over everybody's eyes. So, like Hollywood, the big movie makers and stuff, and they knew about all Democrats. And listen to me now, listen what I'm saying. They knew about all Democrats to movie producers. Who do they hang around with? Who does the big time movie producers hang around with? They hang around with big time people. And I personally think, and if I start thinking something, there's usually a little something to it. But they are like controlling the people, pulling the wool over their eyes, making out like they care about you. And hey, they don't care about us. I mean, you don't listen to what somebody says, you watch what they do. They give you a little bit of money and keep you down. And I just think they like pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. I think that I think they work for billionaires myself. That's what I think. They work for billionaires. And then all the people's just blind sheep. Just blind. Send me my check. Send me my check. And people don't care. What's going on in Chicago? All the violence they got. You think they care? You don't see them doing nothing about it, do you? They could get control of that. And like I can't never hardly remember that blue drug. Uh, they taking so bad fentanyl. Hell, man, I think they want people taking it and they eliminating themselves, from society. And in Chicago, you know what kind of eliminating they do in there? You don't see them stopping them, do you? Do y'all see them stopping them? They just letting them go wild. But sending a check. Send a check. Send a check and oh, and you vote for me. Even though I'm not making enough to hardly get by. I'm making just enough to pay the rent. Keeping you down. 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 That's the way I see it. And if I see it like that, there's probably a little something to it. Because that ain't just come out of my head out of thin air. Thank y'all for everything. We'll see y'all. Good night.